Now, you know the rules. Robots paint, you guess, and I do give some clues along the way. We start off kind of easy, and it gets harder. Now, in some cases, that's kind of the opposite now, because we're doing these in countdown fashion. So the 20th most famous horror movie villain, known for her obsession with a particular author and his work, lives in an isolated snowy cabin in Colorado. She has an innocent, cheerful exterior, but a very dark side. Yes, she does. I do know this movie. Do you? Anybody know this one already? She often uses phrases like dirty birdie instead of swearing. I think the robots are doing pretty good on this painting. That may throw you off. Go by the clues maybe a little more. Colorado, obsession with an author, dirty birdie. She's famous for a horrifying scene involving a sledgehammer. Yes, she is famous for using a sledgehammer. Anybody remember the actor who was the victim in this movie? It was James Caan. Anyway, this is Annie Wilkes from the movie Misery. Remember Annie Wilkes with the sledgehammer and poor James Caan? All right, you know how it's played. That was number 20. We're on to number 19. Now, this one's a little weirder because they don't actually show the final monster in this movie ever. But they do show, like, transformation. That's what we're going for here. This is a mysterious organism that can imitate any living being. First encountered in a remote research station in Antarctica. Its true form is never fully revealed, adding to the terror. Anybody remember this? This, based on the clues probably mostly, can only be identified through a blood test. Now, Kurt Russell is in the most recent version. This has been several versions of this movie. The villain in a classic sci-fi horror movie directed by John Carpenter. Yeah, that's the Kurt Russell version. Anybody remember the name of this movie? This is a picture when he's transforming. The human is transforming because he's been possessed or whatever by The Thing. It's The Thing. The Thing introduced audiences to the horror of distrust and isolation, adding a new level of paranoia to horror films. Wasn't it like in Antarctica or something, I think? Anyway, you'll know this one. A writer struggling with alcoholism and anger issues takes a job as a caretaker of an isolated mountain hotel during the winter. Begins to experience supernatural occurrences at the hotel. This one is a classic. Known for his descent into madness and the iconic line, "Here's Johnny." Yes. Based on a character from Stephen King's novel with a famous axe-wielding scene. There you go, Brenda's got it. That's the movie, but do you remember the character's name? Now, this is a little harder, right? Anybody remember the character's name in The Shining? How about it's just his first name? Anybody remember? It's the same as the actor's first name. How's that? That's a good clue. This is Mr. Jack Torrance. Jack Torrance's unraveling psyche is a powerful portrayal of how isolation and hidden horrors can bring out inner demons. Yes, indeed. Speaking of demons, a young girl who begins exhibiting strange and frightening behavior starts speaking in strange languages and showing unusual strength. She does. I have seen this one. displays an unnatural aversion to religious items. He does not like those crosses. Known for an infamous head-turning scene. Yes, that is a head-turning scene. Yeah, that was the actress. Do you remember the character's name by any chance? These are pretty hard to remember the character names, huh? Anybody remember the character's name in this? The victim of a demonic possession that led to a harrowing exorcism. And yeah, this was The Exorcist. Does anybody remember the character's name? You can remember either the girl's name or the demon's name. Do you remember either one? The girl's name was Reagan. Reagan McNeil, actually. And the demon was named Pazuzu. Anyway, learn something every day on Quick Bite History. All right, here's a nut. Okay, now we're getting into the ones that I have never seen, so good luck with these. A sinister entity posing as a nun despite not being human. You remember the name of the character? I kind of gave it away. First appeared in a spin-off based on the Conjuring series, known for her unsettling stare and ghostly presence. Associated with eerie church settings and dark rituals. Terrifies with an iconic encounter in the film The... So do you know the character? Hey there, Mary Jo. What's up? What's going on in the game? Welcome to play while watching the game, but you're not welcome to leave the game. What? The other game. This is The Nun. The Nun. The other name was Valak. Valak the Nun. And it's the Conjuring series. The name of the movie. And yeah, I never saw it. Never saw it. Don't know it. I did see this one. It was kind of spooky. A vengeful spirit associated with a cursed videotape. Remember? Victims die 7 days after watching her tape. Not good. Don't watch the tape. Known for her long dark hair covering her face. Yeah, some classic, iconic imagery there, right? She crawls out of a well. Do you remember that? And even out of the television. She crawls out of the television. That is spooky. To reach her victims. So you're watching the videotape and she crawls right out of it. Her presence is marked by static and eerie visuals. Yes, indeed. Anybody remember the name of this movie, perhaps? I think the name's probably a little hard, but the movie? Anybody remember the movie? No? This is Miss Samara Morgan. What's her name in the movie? And it's called The Ring. That rings a bell. The Ring. Samara's curse has become a modern legend. Yeah, some people think it's true, right? Blending technology with folklore for a haunting effect. Yes, indeed. And again, we're in this kind of group of them right now where I never saw the movies, but apparently they're very popular. These are very popular horror film characters. Known to appear when his name is spoken 5 times in a mirror. Ooh. Has a hook for a hand and bees associated with his presence. Once a talented artist before he was unjustly murdered. He haunts a particular Chicago neighborhood. Anybody remember this one? I don't. Apparently it was very scary. And there's a whole series. Based on an urban legend that combines revenge with romance. This is the Candyman. The Candyman series. Anybody remember that? Hold that Freddy thought. I bet Freddy shows up somewhere. Remember, we're counting down. This is number 14. This is the Candyman. Learn something every day on Quick Bite History Live. There he is, the Candyman. Now this one, I've seen like pictures of him, but I had no idea. The dark figure that originates from a disturbing children's book terrifies a single mother and her troubled son. Known for his haunting rhyme, if it's in a word or in a look, you can get rid of the blank. Represents repressed grief and personal struggles. Stalks and manipulates its victims' minds rather than their bodies. I never saw it. I don't know. This is the Babadook. The Babadook. You ever hear that? Anybody? Anybody heard of the Babadook? The Babadook redefined horror as a metaphor for emotional trauma, creating an entity that feeds on fear and grief. I don't remember it. Excuse me. Okay, we're down to number 12. So the next one is number 12. It's Legends of Horror Film category. This monster awakens every 23 years to feast for 23 days. At least it's limited. Known for its ability to regenerate by consuming human organs. That sounds nasty. Recognized by his sinister trench coat and hat. That is sinister. Often spotted driving a strange, old-fashioned truck. That sounds interesting. But I don't think I ever saw these ones either. I think I was afraid to go to the horror movie. I think that's what it is. I don't know about you guys. But you're learning it now. His terrifying presence is underscored by the eerie song Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers series. This is indeed the Creeper. The Creeper is a unique horror villain who blurs the line between monster and predator with an iconic, chilling backstory. That's where the Creeper came from. Don't know it. Now, I know the next few, but I still didn't watch them because I think I was scared of it. We're on number 11. Number 11, known for putting his victims through deadly games. That's fun. You met Elon? This guy puts his victims through deadly games. He claims he wants to help people appreciate life by testing their will to survive. Not physically violent, but psychologically terrifying. Often associated with a red tricycle riding puppet named Billy. Now that sounds scary. This guy is famous for the phrase, "I want to play a game." Anybody ever see this series? Looks familiar to me. Like, I probably still have dreams about this. This is Jigsaw. Jigsaw. It is from the Saw series, the John Kramer The Saw. You've seen all those movies probably, or you've seen the advertisements for those movies. Jigsaw's philosophy brings a new psychological dimension to horror where survival depends on moral choices. Jigsaw. There you go. You probably remember the name, right? Jigsaw. You probably remember this name too. It might be the same thing. I'm going to give you the clue right off the bat. It's from the Hellraiser series. It's the leader of a group of sadistic beings known as the Cenobites. Hmm. Originally human, they were transformed after opening a mysterious puzzle box. Known for his unsettling grid of pins in his head. That would be unsettling. He represents themes of pleasure and pain, blurring the line between the two. He's famous for saying, "We have such sights to show you." That sounds scary right there. Do you remember who this guy's called? I mean, what's he look like? What's his name look like? He's from the Hellraiser series. Who is this? You can tell we've all been asleep at the wheel the last 20 years. Probably longer than that. This is Pinhead. Of course, he's Pinhead. Pinhead is a symbol of dark allure, of forbidden experiences, creating a unique niche within horror. That is a unique niche. Now, you may get this one. A masked killer who taunts his victims over the phone before attacking. It's the Scream series, so I think you've heard of the Scream series, and you might have even seen one. I've seen one or two. Changes identity with each film, as different characters assume the role. Combines slasher horror with satirical commentary on horror movie tropes. Huh, that sounds weird. Like the Airplane or the Police Academy. Known for the iconic line, "Do you like scary movies?" That's right. I think I remember that. Do you know who this guy's called, though, from the Scream series? You've seen the face, but what's he called? Pretty simple. This is Ghostface. Ghostface became an emblem of the modern slasher genre, blending horror with self-referential humor. Okay. There he is, Ghostface. That's him. Are we learning something? Okay. You all know the next one. So pay attention. He runs a secluded motel off the highway with his mother's help. He struggles with a split personality, often taking on his mother's persona. Infamously revealed in a twist involving a rocking chair. Oh, the fact that he had his mother's persona. He's known for an unsettling shower scene that changed the horror cinema. There you go. Where's that hat? That was an unsettling shower scene that did change the horror cinema, right? Based on a character inspired by real-life killer Ed Gein. Did you know that this was a real-life story? Holy smokes. Hey, thank you. Good to see you. We're doing horror films here right now. And this is indeed Norman Bates. And this is from the Psycho series, they say, but there was one original film, and then I think they did a remake, right? Psycho. Norman Bates. Psychological horror. Very good, very good. Okay, next up, I think you'll know the next one as well. A doll possessed by the spirit of a serial killer. It's from a series called Child's Play. He unleashes terror despite his small size and toy appearance. He often delivers darkly humorous one-liners to his victims. That sounds dark. I don't know that I ever watched it. Yeah, Brenda, you know this. Known for his chilling line, "Hi, I'm Chucky. Want to play?" Chucky brought an eerie life to everyday objects, spawning a wave of killer toys themes in the horror. That doesn't sound good. I just had a political thought, but I'm gonna block it. There's a certain ex-press secretary that kind of looks like Chuck. It's not Sarah Palin. All right, I think you know the next one as well. We're getting down on the list, right? This is number 6, so we're doing a countdown, and we're getting all the way down to number 1. A demonic entity that awakens every 27 years to feed on children. That's dark. He often appears as a clown, but can shapeshift into any fear. He lures children with balloons and promises of floating. Who remembers the name of this character? Looking for the name of the character. He's known for his disturbing grin and signature line, "We all float down there." We all float down. Incorrect. It is not the Joker. Do you remember the name of this character? Not Wayne Gacy. Although if we were doing serial killers, which, hang on to that, because that might be an answer later on. The spin bonus round. Possibly. Originally adapted from Stephen King's novel, portrayed by 2 different actors. Pennywise is the name of the character. Pennywise taps into primal fears, especially I don't know what this word is. Calrophobia. Is that clown? Fear of clowns? Making him one of the most memorable horror villains. Now you know the next one. A former psychiatrist with a taste for fine wine and fava bean. Known for his terrifying intellect and manipulative charm, he helps the FBI catch other killers. He's recognized by his chilling stare and calm demeanor. That's the actor. You've got the actor now. What character's name? The character's name. We're doing the 20 most known horror villain characters. Who knows? And what was the movie? Who knows either the character or the movie? And Anthony Hopkins is indeed correct. An unforgettable performance as Mr. Who? Who was the character? Anybody remember? How about the movie? Surely you know the movie. This is Mr. Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal the Cannibal, of course. The Silence of the Lambs. Remember that? That was dark. Very dark. The Silence of the Lambs, right. All right. Now, I'm not sure I remember this one, but it is number 4 on our list. A chainsaw-wielding man who wears masks made of human skin. Part of a family of cannibalistic killers in rural Texas. Who knows the character's name on this? Known for his terrifying physicality and grotesque appearance. It is not Freddy. Keep that Freddy around. Inspired by real-life killer Ed Gaines. Made infamous by his chilling, wordless presence in his debut film. Ever remember this character? I did not. Yeah, Texas Chainsaw is the correct series. That's the name of the movie series. Texas Chainsaw Massacres, right? That's it. Oh, does anybody remember the character in that? No. Hang on to those answers, though, because we are getting down to the top 3 now. This is Leatherface. Leatherface introduced visceral horror with his chainsaw and human skin mask. A true icon of slasher terror. And next up, an escaped mental patient who returns to his hometown to stalk babysitters. He wears a hauntingly expressionless white mask. He's known for his slow, relentless approach and his silence. I do see the right answer on the board, but it was from the previous. He seems nearly indestructible. He always gets back up, even when he gets hit. Michael Moore. That's close. That's very close. Michael Moore is very close. And Freddie Mercury is a different category. Not this one. There you go, Brad. He hung on to that Michael Myers. Michael Myers set the gold standard for unstoppable silent killers, inspiring countless slasher films. We're down to the top two. Top two horror villains. So I think you'll be able to get it. This next one's a hulking figure wearing a hockey mask and wielding a machete. He is from the Friday the 13th series. He's known to haunt Camp Crystal Lake, where he drowned as a child. Lots of clever answers, but you don't have the right one. He stalks and kills camp counselors, embodying the unstoppable force. His mother originally sought revenge before he continued the legacy. Yeah, Brenda. Go do. Or go do. Sorry about that. Go do. Who remembers Jason's last name? That's a hard one. Yes, indeed, this is Jason. Jason, anybody know? I doubt it. I doubt if anybody knows the last name. Going once, going twice. This is Jason Voorhees. Weird. Voorhees became the face of slasher films, solidifying horror fascination with masked, silent killers. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Jason Bateman. I think that's a good start. All right. You know the next one. A burned figure with a bladed glove who stalks victims in their dreams. He's known for taunting humor and terrifying one-liners. Terrifying one-liners. You know, I don't think I watched these movies. He can only harm people while they're asleep, blending reality with nightmares. He wears a red and green striped sweater and fedora. Quite a look. He's got a stunning look. That's right. You guys all know this guy. It's from the Nightmare on Elm Street series. And yes, it is Mr. Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger brought an imaginative twist to horror, redefining fear with his haunting intrusion into dreams. Mr. Freddy Krueger. All right, well, how'd you guys do with that little list of... seems like we were probably a little under 50%. Not batting that great. All right, well, next up is quite a bit easier. We're going to do the 20 most popular Halloween costumes. Halloween character, Halloween costumes. Yeah.